Hey, and welcome to another edition of Paulus. So I have not gotten online in a couple of days because the storm was staying in one circular track, and it wasn't moving. It was below the Bahamas. The Bahamas got hit with a Cat 5 hurricane, almost over 200 mile per hour winds. It was crazy. It's been sitting there and just churning and causing all kinds of devastation, all kinds of disaster. So I just want to make clear that I'm not saying that a hurricane is not devastating. It is completely devastating. What I am saying is that where you live in Florida really depends on how you're going to react. So I live really in Central Florida, just north of Orlando. And for me, it has been one of those things where I don't get as concerned about a hurricane, because when it does hit land, when it comes in, then at that point, that's when I decide on whether I'm going to leave or stay or go or whatever. So most of the time, the hurricanes that make it here, they're pretty dissipated. Doesn't mean we don't get high winds. Doesn't mean we don't get damage. Charlie came in here in 2004, and it was devastating. So right now, the reason I decided to start back up right now is because if you look, things are pretty calm. Actually, in the early part of the day today was when the hurricane was only giving us the outer bands, and it was completely sunny, not even a couple hours ago. Well, I was going to do some video then. I thought, well, it looked like nothing was going to hit until about 3 o'clock. So if you look at the sky, there's some of it is blue right here. Some of it is not. So that's those outer bands. So you can see that the wind is starting to pick up a little. Like I said, I'm going to try to set up a live feed. I'm going to try to set up a live feed so that people can see what the result is. So this is pretty much the area that I will focus on. I'm going to put a camera over on my window and then set up a live feed so people can see it. But so the eye of the storm right now is they're saying it's going to come up along the coast. We don't know if it's going to shift to the right or left. This has been a very unpredictable storm. It could go to the left. If it goes to the left, it is the left part of the eye could be right on top of us. It's fairly unlikely because the models seem to keep pulling it to the right. However, you never know what's going to happen. Charlie was one of those ones that came as an unpredictable hurricane. It just swooped up and went across the state. So you never know what's going to happen. So we're waiting to see what goes on there, and then we'll go from there. Otherwise, you're seeing the winds kind of picking up a little bit. No raining as of yet. 2 outer band feeds came through, dropped a whole bunch of rain, and so another one's probably going to be coming in pretty soon. They come in, fairly every hour or so. There's another one that comes through. But that's how big the storm is. And the storm, really, the eye of the storm is still, by the Miami area, and it's starting to come right up. So waiting to see what happens. Hopefully no damage, but I'll set up a camera so that people can see. But you can see right now it's nice and sunny. I'll try to do something a little bit later. Join us on Polis, where we work to find common ground through discourse. We would talk about all things political or otherwise. This is an open forum for discussion about all aspects of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.